Hello, 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 beautiful people. Wow. So, couple things that I might do just a tad different than I normally do. Look, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get it pulled up on the screen so I can see you guys, but it's not showing up. Of course, of course. If I didn't have technical difficulties, it wouldn't be Nina's world. Ain't that the truth? I know. I'm excited, true crime. Are are they going to allow us to have cameras in the courtroom for the Murdoch case? Bro, that is some Peyton Place from West Virginia type shit. If y'all don't know what Peyton Place is, was my great aunt's favorite soap opera. I mean, it precedes the Guiding Light and shit. But anyways, I'm waiting to see her answer. True crime and other stuff. Are they going to have cameras in the courtroom or not? 9 a.m. heard. I will be checking. All right. Little something different, and it has to do with the subject matter tonight. I want y'all to know we're going to talk about summer, and we're going to keep summer's name alive and out there, no matter how much everybody don't want it to happen. Okay? And I'm going to drop a few little bombs, and if y'all didn't know, now you know. I'm waiting on some information to check. Um, Somebody's checking something for me and get me some documentation about something, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, let me say hey to everybody. Hey, Miss Carrie Lawson, whoop whoop. Cherokee Girl, Matthew Cunningham, Melissa Olson, Country Christian, That Girl 77, whoop whoop, Outdoorsy Life, True Crime and Other Stuff, Sassy Brenda. If I get my fingers to catch up with my mouth. That's a feat right there within itself. Let's see. Kay's Candle. Just to update real quick too, little man I would have been live sooner. Little man just got home from the ER. He's got a double ear infection on top of the flu. So everybody, prayers going up, please. Can't take much more. And no, I still did not get my medicine. Still trying to come up with like $47. And let me say this. So like, been trying to help myself. I don't get paid till Thursday. And my whole paycheck's gone to bills. I mean, let's just keep it a band. Don't get paid till Thursday. So trying to sell some stuff, some items online. Hey, Miss Annette. And, when you price something not way below, but when you start out $50 below what the most recent 3 sales were on eBay, and somebody comes in and asks you to take another $60 off. Oh, wow. Wow, Chico. And you're like, because they lowballed me, it was like 150. And the 3-set dish, it's vintage Corningware. The 3 sets sold for $235. It's the cheapest sale on eBay. That was 3 weeks ago. It was missing one of the lids. I'm not missing any. There was rubbish where the print is. Mine don't have that. No scratches. It has one chip on one lid. And I was asking 205 to give me some bargaining room. I'm thinking, oh God, yes, I can sell this. I can get my medicine. Still have enough left to pay on the light bill, or the car insurance or something. Nope. And like I said, I went down to 175. I tried. And they weren't interested. I can't do the shipping. I'm just doing local, only meet out, come to here, or drop at the door once the payments exchange, whatever. But I mean, and it's not cheap crap either. Let me say that. I've got like vintage cornerware, several different patterns. I've done my work. I've watched Dr. Lori. If y'all don't know who Dr. Lori is, I'll tell you. You can go check her out on YouTube. Watch Dr. Lori. I've checked Pinterest and eBay and for recent sales plus values. You know, I've got a painting, a print, whatever. It's a museum print. They're numbered. You can still order them today through Walmart and Amazon, but it takes the time to get it. It's something that you order, and it's not made until you order it. Then they make it, and you have to choose how it's framed. The one I have has actually been reframed by a local art studio. It's marked and everything else. The same size available with the similar frame, which would either be golden tone wood or black wood, or this is like a mahogany wood frame, is the cheapest one was $175. Carrie, I don't think so, because it's mainly over the counter stuff. The guanafesin, the Imodium AD, Pedialyte stuff to keep me from being dehydrated and whatnot. I don't know if there's a way to call and like give us a certain amount that I can spend or something. I don't know if that works. What's up, Bounce? Yeah. And that's what I did, Brown Skittle. I told them thank you and I appreciate it. They changed their mind to get back in touch with me. And I'm just like, because it's not cheap stuff. That's what I was saying. It's Princess House, vintage Princess House. And yet anybody that's ever done Princess House knows it's dateable by the pattern and by the product. And they, okay, Miss Carrie, thank you so much. Also, and what is up, Susan McMillan from the UK, honey? All right, Miss Kia. Well, you might want to sit down when I get into part of this. And Carrie, if you're still talking to RJ when you see him, he might want to watch part of this. Tonight, I'm going to show you some familial connections. And I know we connected everybody in that county, but we're going to dive deep into Beach Creek, and we're going to go back all the way to the 1790s. Why? Because I'm going to show you that 90% of Beach Creek are descendants of the famous Dalton gang. If y'all don't know who that is, we get ready to have us a good old time. And when I say the Dalton gang, I've got specifics. They're infamous in history. Train robberies, brothers, best friends. Yeah, those Daltons. I have been on it. And some people might not like that, like this, but we also gonna look at Fred Hill's father's obituary so that I can show you some other connections that might explain some things going on in these streets, including the David Cohen emails and why those individuals would be behind it, because maybe they're related. Let me let that marinate a minute. Maybe they're related by marriage. It's how they knew Mr. Washawn, among other things. But y'all won't take my word, and I would never ask you. I've been doing research, and we're going to look at it together, and I'm going to show you. I'm going back to the newspaper. We're going to pull up the obituary and go over it. Okay? Then we're going to go back through some records that I'm going to show y'all. There's an important dissertation that's, I've had a real hard time finding any information on it. And the most important thing, I did email the author at his email address that's present. Waiting on him to get back to find out how can I. Yes, ma'am, Country Christian. Thank you. I will. Um, Hopefully, I can get the entire publication from him. I can't find it anywhere online. I'm going to give y'all the name, and anybody out there that can find it, help me find it, please, please. I'm begging. Oh, Country, thank you so much. You're going to make me cry. What we're doing is I'm going to see if Lacey will go to the 24-hour one and grab it for me. Thank you. Oh, I'm so interested in that one. Yes, true crime. That I can't, but okay, guys. So let me ask this. First of all, yeah, I am going to cry because I'm very thankful and my heart's touched. I don't want to get emotional because people say I'm a whiny butt, here. But let me say this. I've been told my whole life that I was an empath. So when people are in here and they're emotional, I think I start feeling all that and get overwhelmed. It's not just my emotions. I feel all y'all's too. Happy. And it feels like I feel with all different kinds and I'm busted. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. But it's like I feel happiness and sadness and grief and pain. Somebody's hurting in their chest right now. Right at the top of their stomach. That bone right there at the top of their stomach. I'm telling you, don't take me crazy, y'all. I'm serious. It's happening. Oh, well, Country, right now, if you do anything for me, the best thing you can do is help me help Summer. Because I'm telling you, couple questions for everybody, okay? Thank you, Mr. Ned. Bless your hearts. Y'all were so sweet. And the messages you do, Cherokee, it is real bad. It's a little, like, on me, where I'm feeling it is right in between my breast, at the top of that bone right there at the top of your stomach. And it's just slightly left of center. Well, I'm Country. I believe you. Thank you, Savannah. Um, you know, me, I'm torn. Part of me thinks that maybe she got in trouble or was fighting with her brothers or whatever, or maybe even playing hide and seek, and she hid so good and fell asleep and nobody found her. And she got lost, and either some opportunist picked her up or she's just not been found. I cannot believe the wild animal. I cannot believe a rando just went up there. It's just not possible or plausible. Hey, Miss Hattie. Or I think she was purposely got gone because CPS, DCS, whatever you want to say, was closing in. And one thing I know, and y'all can say whatever you want and feel however you want about the parents and whatnot. What's up, Miss Rhonda? But let me ask this question. While Don was in jail, I had almost convinced myself that he might be innocent. Okay? As far as not knowing until after, okay? And that maybe, he really wasn't working, didn't know, and he might just be that dumb to what Candace and her mom are like. I'm back and forth on that, okay? Did anybody see him on Miss Daisy's channel? I want to believe the best in people. I really do. I believe it was last night. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get struck and I don't want people mad at me, okay? But there's a clip. Michelle walks. You don't have to watch the whole thing. It showed a nice little clip. Um, but, I'm going to cry. But he was ranting about DCFS or DCP, whatever y'all want to call it, okay? First of all, Kim told us he's not supposed to be on YouTube for the sake of his boys. He's not supposed to be on YouTube. There's a gag order. Doing that could cause them to lose the children if they have a chance to get them. That's fucked up priorities. Okay? That's one. Two, he said they stole his boys. Don, you're either lying now or you lied before. Okay? Because before you went to jail, we were told two different stories, okay? Oh, Hattie, you don't tell me nothing I don't know, baby girl. We call them wildcats. I haven't seen a panther, but I have seen plenty of bobcats. My Pawpaw's got one hanging on his wall that he shot. You know, and they are in packs, the coyotes and wolves. Now, I agree, me. What's up, Pug Mom? Before they went to jail, before Don went to jail, we were told two stories. First, he said it wasn't safe for them, was what story, because random people were coming up there, and it just wasn't a safe environment. Okay, and he was glad they took him. He wanted them to be took. Then another story was that he got drunk and went off the rails and told them they better take him or something to that effect. Now that he's out of jail, they kidnapped his boys. Okay? Something ain't right there. Hattie, that 60-pound dog, was there signs of a scuffle, blood, torn up yard, messed up bush, some hair somewhere? Something that let you know that something had occurred before that dog went poof? I'm just saying. There was no sign of a scuffle. There wasn't a drop of blood. There wasn't no tore up ground. Nothing. I agree, Meme. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the problem, Sassy. I agree he was his. It would have been easily proved. Okay, so you at least heard something, Hattie. On the spot where it happened, they wasn't no thing. I know you are, Katie. She gonna make me laugh if that helps. Just wait, because I'm gonna show you something. But anyway, you can't go and when you keep changing your story, the truth don't change. It's the same. Yeah, mountain lions, absolutely. Yep. Black bears, all that. Okay. So, anyways, the thing that bothers me is the change in story. To go from this happened because I wanted it to happen, and this happened because it was what was best. And now they kidnapped him. It's like a 180, and it bothers me. But honestly, the only way that it plays into what I think occurred, I think it goes back to, like I've said since day one, drugs, money, power. Who's got the power? Who's got the money? And who's got the drugs? And who wants those and needs those things? And what do they have that was valuable enough to trade in lieu of currency? The tools have done been gone, right? And who would command enough fear that everybody shut up? Everybody. Yes, I do, Pug Mom. Yes, I do. I don't know, country. I got an idea. You know, somebody had to take over. Right, Rhonda? What's up, Lil Deb? Miss Jean, welcome. Somebody had to take over when Mr. Light went. I agree with you. And listen, I won't. Oh, tell her I love her so big too. Y'all, Shayla V and Hattie and everybody, I believe it's the orange gas station that I showed you guys. Remember, I showed you guys that orange cinder block gas station. And it's got a little dirt road that leads to a trailer park, and there's a bluish gray house that they have changed the color that's beside the gas station that says Avon sold here. I personally believe that grandma and both the parents at least have guilty knowledge. And by that I mean, I think that at a very minimal, they have a really good idea of who, what, and why. I think they do. Hattie, I'm thinking that JSB was called for help too. I'm telling y'all, I think that's what it is. Now let me ask a question. We've heard about the lawlessness of the Beach Creek area, right? First, everybody shout out where you're from, especially my Tennessee folks. Interestingly enough, yeah, Hattie, I'm getting there. I promise you. I promise you. And once he is, stay with me because I might be able to show you something that even floors you. Because what I'm about to talk about ain't got ish to do with the parents right now. It actually, oh, tell her I love her too, Anna. I love her. I know that girl. I know, Rhonda, you good. Pug Mom, the AB, and I don't mean the YouTuber. A lot of people, when I say certain stuff, think I'm talking about AB that was working, you did, that was working with Tiffany Marie. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the brotherhood. I'm talking about what I went over already. What's up, Matthew? Stick with me, boo. I agree, man. More than you know. What's up, Miss Donna? North Carolina in the house right here, too. Not sure. Good morning. I'm not sure how to say your name, but welcome. Knoxville. What's up? Absolutely, country. Ain't it? Evil entered. Yes, ma'am. Can you say it again louder for those in the back? He's in. Yes, Rhonda. Exactly what Rhonda just said. Yes, ma'am. Multiple times. And when I show you, some of y'all, like I said, I don't know if there were people in here earlier, but give me an 8 in my chat right now if you're familiar with the Dalton game in the late 1700s, early 1800s. Real talk. If you was in Kentucky, you daggum sure know. Yep, Cherokee was the first 8 because she Kentucky. When evil entered, hit the nail on the head. She is not wrong. She ain't been wrong yet. He's been in Arkansas and Arizona. That's the only 2 places allegedly he can find work. On his Facebook, and I cannot get it up on the new system I have. I'm working on it. What's up, Island Girl? I love the name. Sorry, y'all. Somebody get y'all's chest stuff under control. It's hurting. Anyway, the Facebook thing he's got plays a song. I think it's On the Road Again, right? Sure. Absolutely was his. See, you preach it to the choir. My granddaddy ran Moonshine Boo Boo with Junior Johnson and guarantee you that the Light Brothers was probably some of the ones he was getting some of his shine from and delivering to. You know, Frank, by the way, if Fred's lied about anything, he sure the hell didn't lie about the monkeys. Y'all don't know the story about the monkeys coming down off the mountain and what they're looking for? They're looking for the sour mash that they used to eat back in the 20s and 30s. There was a man that lived up there in the mountain that had some monkeys. When he died, they just turned them loose. And they used to come down periodically, every so often off the hill, and raid the moonshiners. Mash. That's why Fred knows all about it. Oh, well, true crime might not be what it is, but real talk. So, yeah, Hattie, nobody knows about that, of course. They know, Hattie, they're not going to answer you. The monkeys is a true story. Was his apparently you said a curse word? I don't know. Oh, the Gamecock magazine. That's what's up. Was his? That's awesome. Yep, drunken monkeys, and possibly that's where it came from. Not saying it did or didn't, but what I am telling you guys is that was a true story. It was a true story. See, whether thank you, Miss Deborah, whether it goes along. It goes along with what I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about first, I don't know which way I want to start. I don't know if I want to start giving a history lesson about the Dolphins and how they ended up in Tennessee, predominantly Beach Creek. Or if I want to start with Fred's daddy's obituary. Brass monkey, got funky monkey. I know, right? Anyway, sorry, I had a Beastie Boys flashback. All jokes aside, the entire Ben Hill, Beach Creek area, Clyde Haulers, all of them, can trace their roots back to the Daltons. Real stuff. And whether you feel it has anything to do with Summer going missing or not, it's very interesting, to me. Now, and that's why I want to show it to you. Why I want to break it down.
Thanks for the sub.
And show you as far back. Thank you, Lily Pad. As far back as the 1790s. I think that's important. It's important, not because they were outlaws. That part's cool to me. What's important is that it ties specifically Bernard, Crawford, Hill, Goad, and Light straight out the gate together. Straight out the gate. Matter of fact, Fred's daddy's obituary ties Crawford and Hill and Lowry and Morlock together within Fred's parents and aunts and himself. Let me show you. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Because I got 1,300 windows open. And I want to, one at a time, be able to close them. I don't know. When Evil entered, it was my mom's computer. It's Microsoft Edge. And I'm not sure. I'm just learning how to deal. It's way different than the Chromebook. Don't know. Sounds dumb. Oh, yes. I can send you one. With the mailing app. I can send you one of those. I'll email it to you. You get it for $5 a month. Or like, it's right around $50 for a year. If you can afford a year at a time. You good? Okay. Now, let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Let's see. History of Beach Creek, Tennessee. Obituary. That's the first thing. We'll start talking about Kit Dalton. And build the family from there, by the way. When I get to the Daltons. I know that's right, a warrior. Yes, Maryland. Yes. Because it's way less expensive than any of the other options. Oh my Lord. Am I the only person that's phone and Wi-Fi has been lagging for about 3 days now? Yeah, yes, definitely. Anybody that wants a referral code, I'll gladly send it to you. They I've got one that gives you if I can get it out my mouth. I've got one that gives you the ability for $5 a month instead of the 15. But they offer green screen, just everything that Restream and StreamYard offers, if not more. And at a fifth of the price. And y'all know I'm cheap. Looking for the thing I gotta click. Y'all bear with my slow self. I'm streaming record and upload videos with it. I don't know if the other one's off of that. Okay. We're gonna read the entire obituary, but there's some parts that's more important than others. Alright. By the way, the date of his passing was September 29th of 2021. Not long after Will Summer went missing, Fred's father passed away. And it says here, we've got Rogersville. Ronald Fred Hill, 74, Rogersville Beach Creek Community, died Sunday morning, September 26, 2021, at Holston Valley Medical Center, following complications with COVID. Ronald was born in Midway, Virginia, and lived in Beach Creek his entire life. He was a self-employed carpenter. Oh, right. I swear, Spectrum is killing me. What's up, Smiley? You right on time. Literally. He was preceded in death by his parents, Ben and Elizabeth Taylor Hill. I love that. Elizabeth Taylor Hill. I thought that was so cute. Two sisters, three brothers, and one granddaughter. And that's who preceded his passing. Here we go with the important part. Ronald is survived by his wife, Miss Evelyn Crawford Hill. So Fred's mama was a Crawford before she married his daddy. So there's the Crawford, the Marlena Crawford and such. There's the Crawford connection. Okay. Daughters. These daughters would actually be Fred's sisters. Mrs. Julie Robinson and Mrs. Karen Elliott. Son Fred Jr. Hill. 7 grandchildren. And then Ronald. These would be Fred's aunts that I'm about to read's names right now, okay? Fred's daddy's sisters. Marie Lowry. Huh. That name sounds kind of familiar. Oh. Is that the surname of the suspected individuals pretending to be David Cohen to all the YouTube creators? Oh, my goodness. Is it now? Huh. I got that report that's going to be coming soon to my inbox. Can't wait. Yes, I know it is. I know it is. Because when I found it, you can ask the folks. I made phone calls. What's up, Miss Justice? Welcome. Smiley Stories World, welcome. That's right. Do I need to say it again loudly for those in the back? So we already got Crawford. Now we got Lowry. And we got Hill, of course. Okay. Then the next sister of Fred's daddy, Blanche Light. That's right. Fred's aunt, one is a Lowry, one is a Light. His mom's a Crawford. He's a Hill. Let's keep going. Then we got Rexy Perky. Okay, I got to give y'all one somewhere. We got to laugh at something. And then the next one, Sarah Jane Morlock. Y'all remember that name too, I'm guessing. Brother Paul Hill and several nieces, nephews, and cousins. So out of the predominant families that we've heard mentioned in one way or another, in Summer's case, Fred is tied to the Hills, the Crawfords, the Morlocks, the Lights. That's 4. And then what? The Lowrys as well. Huh. Is there really any coincidences? I think there's too many coincidences in Summer's case. That's almost every single prominent family in this area. And now, when I show you what I'm going to show you, you'll see that the Goads also tie into this. They are one of the 5 prominent families since the 1790s that are descendants of the Dalton gang. Let me show you. This might be fun. I'm closing windows to make it stop. Yeah. Bingo, that girl. That is why. I agree. I agree. Probably also why certain stuff can't be traced by other folks. Now, I wonder, just wonder, question, just a question, and a lot of wondering. If we do some tracing from from the Daltons in the 1790s all the way to today, religion is not covered in the Dalton Journal that I found. It doesn't cover the religious beliefs. It starts it starts talking about the Daltons of Beech Creek, Hawkins County, Tennessee. And May 2001 is where it goes into how the Goats, the Lights, the Crawfords, the Hills, the Bernards all knew each other and all had land in the Beech Creek Hill area. How they acquired that land, who they married, and everything else. Like the Daltons predominantly married the Lights when they first came to town, and the Goats. Now, like I said, it doesn't cover religious beliefs, so I don't know. And it doesn't cover that one of the first marriages was between Thomas Dalton and Dorothy, aka Dolly, Light Dalton. By the way, she was born in Hawkins County, Dorothy Light, and is the daughter of Vachel Dillingham and Sarah Bernard Light. It doesn't tell where they came from. Um, the Goats just showed up around 1790 to 1809 range. And there's more than one Dorothy Dalton. You have to be precise. It has to do with years that's born. I got pictures and everything. You have to make sure you put the Dolly in. You have to make sure you spell Dorothy correct. You have to make sure you put the word light in. If you leave light out, you'll not find it at all. Absolutely, Miss Justice. It shouldn't go together. Yes, Don was SDA and his mom is woman. Right, but Andy doesn't know the lights. Exactly, Katie. Somebody picking up what I'm trying to put down. Exactly. And I'm going to show that that's not possible. Because the Bernards and the Lights have been connected by marriage since at least the 1790s. And the Lights have been connected to the Hills since then. And it's amazing to me. How can Andy not know the Lights? Let me ask you this. How is that possible? Because Andy and Fred shared the same grandfather, Ben Hill. Okay? Ben Hill's daughter married a Light. I just showed you that in the obituary. Andy's ancestors were Lights. Literally. exactly when evil entered. They absolutely do. They're all kin. Because even if they married in the family, they had babies, and those babies had babies, And they kept producing the same bloodline, marrying even cousins. I always think of that Patty Duke show in my head every time. Okay, let's see. By the way, the Dykes are also in there as well. I forgot that name. And if y'all think Callaway County, Kentucky, okay, he was buried and interred, however you want to say it, in Memphis, Shelby County, Tennessee, okay, in Elmwood Cemetery. I can take so whoever, there's your answer. Kit Dalton, who's like, I guess the head of the game is what you call it. Um, y'all know Cole Younger, Frank and Jesse James, all of those were part of the Dalton gang. If you don't know, then ain't that fun? Don't think I won't record and upload this as a video. You're not going to stop me from getting the info out, whoever's trying, however you want to try. Not going to happen. Not going to let it happen today. Not tomorrow, looking good either. I thought I had a message, email message. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this on the screen. Oh, well, let me show you. We'll go over this for Kit Dalton, and then I'll show you where that comes from. So just give me a moment. Let me share my screen and my mouse. Throw it on the floor. Oh, come on. Why is it going so slow? It's a quick question. Hold on. Seeking Serenity. I have found back to 1790 is as far as I've been able to go. Yeah. I'm wondering what kind of treat. Why is my stuff not working? It's not letting me share screens. It was not out of the ordinary in those days to marry cousins or for cousins to marry cousins. It's not out of the ordinary. Oh, come on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm having a little issue with this stupid. Yep. Seeking Serenity. I'm going to cover that too. That's in the Bays Mountain Park area. Matter of fact, according to the dissertation, um, by the author, if I could ever get it to load. What the heck is that? And why will it not go away? Oh my lord, something's popped. I swear. Come on. I'm gonna have to defrag this hard drive out or something. Here we go. Okay. I hope y'all ready. Because I'm about to break her down. Okay. Did I get it to share yet? Oh, come on. They don't want me to watch this. Right, was this. I agree. Like my grandmother and her first cousin married brothers. So I have cousins that are my, like, you know, double cousins, I guess is what you call them. That's what we was always told. Come on. Okay, finally. I'm about to just share the whole screen because it's killing me right now. Keeping going back and forth with the Wi-Fi doing what it's doing. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, the cabin is a rocking, don't come a knocking. The goats came from Bays Mountain, now, by the way. Isn't it odd? Because, you know, Tim has an obsession with Bays Mountain. Y'all, I'm getting really irritated. It's not working. Like, everything is hung up.